A sequel in gaming implies three things: proof of concept, bigger budget, and less time to make a better game while it's still part of the gaming zeitgeist. Make hay while the sun shines, but make games till the sun sets and a new sun rises, because crunch is a normalized part of the gaming industry. Sequels also come with higher, perhaps paradoxical expectations. Update the gameplay, but keep the soul alive. Give it a fresh coat of paint, but don't change the art style that defined the original. Throw in a few callbacks, but don't be hacky. More butter, less grease, more of the good stuff, less of the bad stuff, unless the new good stuff overpowers the old good stuff or removing the bad stuff strips away the game's personality. It's like being asked to make someone's favorite dish yet expected to make it feel entirely new, like Ratatouille. Or Ratatouille for the PS2. I found some of Portal 2's puzzles a little too, I don't want to make myself sound stupid, so let's say arduous. In Portal 1, the puzzles were designed around the portal gun. There was a simplicity in the basic challenge of having to get from point A to point B while fulfilling certain conditions with a device that smushes point A with point B. In Portal 2, the puzzles were designed less with the Portal 1 philosophy of you can portal anywhere, but how do you do it while fulfilling these conditions? And more with the nervous on a first state compensate by overtaking the conversation philosophy of here there's more mechanics, quantum tunnels, tracker beams, the god-awful gels that make you go fast and jump higher. The god-awful gels that make you go fast and jump higher? Did no one stop to think, the base unit of our gameplay is a gun that rips the fabric of space and time, allowing instantaneous travel between 2 points. Perhaps slip and slide slime isn't the natural evolution for this gameplay? It's like unwrapping a TARDIS on Christmas morning and thinking, you know what's a good idea? Going to bed early all year so next Christmas morning comes even quicker. At least the jump pads from Portal 1 that return in Portal 2 make sense. A portal gun can't help you get out of a boxed-in room where you only have the interior walls to shoot. But you couldn't say the same thing about the truly god-awful gels. If the original Portal made me feel like a salivating Pavlovian dog, Portal 2 made me feel like a rat in a Skinner box. The difference, my fellow Psych 101 alums, is agency. I came running when Portal rang the bell, but I had to find what buttons to push to make Portal 2 fun in my own way, specifically the button that enabled the dev tool that let me place portals anywhere I wanted, not just the white tiles, and I fucking loved it. Suddenly the portal gun felt genuinely powerful, not just a crank that winded the puzzles up. I was fucking sailing over the puzzle rooms like I had a new lease on life. I didn't have to squint to find the 1 square footage of tiled white wall 7 football fields away. The portal gun's dependence on which, by the way, renders the whole portal gun invention slightly unsellable, because what's the point of making a portal gun if it only shoots at predetermined, pre-constructed, preset target walls? Will I have to purchase an Aperture Prime subscription to a supply of piling as well? Is the Carpenter extra but not really because doing it myself voids a warranty? Every room, hallway, and underground chasm is designed to be traversed one way, even if they're not test chambers, which greatly diminishes the ludonarrative consonance the original Portal built up. It felt less like I was solving an in-game puzzle, and more like I was traversing an environment that had been surgically butchered by the developers into the facsimile of a puzzle, which might have been why I felt the dev tools were so freeing. It made the game fun again. The opposite problem, too much fun, surfaces in the writing. In the original, every act leading up to the finale built tension. Wondering where all the other people are, discovering a hidden nook in the wall where people apparently holed up, watching GLaDOS's facade slip from a possibly pre-recorded set of instructions to an AI outright commanding your death. The driving force was the mystery behind it all. Now, in the sequel, I like Stephen Merchant and I like J.K. Simmons, but their roles as comic relief are meant to substitute those original driving forces towards the exact same goal as Portal 1: escape. That's 66% of the original formula being funny man diluted, and that too the same kind of funny man. Do I think the sequel's writing is 66% worse? No. I'm fine with the tonal shift, and I get the need to evolve because unending tension is just boring. I even like how the game ends with GLaDOS figuring it's too much trouble to try to murder us again, and instead just giving us the boot. You wouldn't see the alien queen escorting Ripley out of her hive, I'll tell you that. I simply wished Portal 2 had the slightest bit of gravitas, for a character to talk without peppering me with cheery, silly optimism at worst and cynically masked optimism at best. Still, I can excuse a sequel switching genres, but I draw the line at momentum gels.